this right here is the NES Classic Edition. I mean, it's crazy rare. Honestly, like, I'm so lucky that I got this and I didn't have to pay like $4 million. But, super rare. And a run unboxing on the channel. I'm super hyped for this, guys. This packaging just looks amazing. So we're gonna just hop right into it. Alright, so here we have our cardboard. Oh wow, that fell out. Put that back in. My Nintendo. Look at that manual, that just looks so nostalgic. Obviously I wasn't around for, oh, is this it? It's so tiny. Oh, it's so light too. Oh my gosh. This thing's tiny, and I have like really small hands, and this is, oh my god. That is just insane. This is probably the size, this is about the size of an actual cartridge. Oh my god. Here's our controller, the infamous short controller. Power brick. Okay, so it just does USB power, so. HDMI cable included, that's a nice thing to see. And what is it? Oh, just micro USB power. Not bad, Nintendo. Getting away from those annoying proprietary cables. So, let's take a look at this controller here. And I know everyone's just talking about how short the cable is, but I've only used a few NES controllers. This feels pretty dang close. Listen to that. I mean, I could mash these buttons. I could spam some Mega Man shots. And micro USB, so that means you can power literally anything. So like, this is really portable. Like, I can just picture you throwing this in a bag, you know, taking it somewhere, you know, plugging it at a hotel room, your friend's house, and, you know, staying late and on the go. I mean, this is super cool. This is actually amazing. I just can't believe I have this. Like, this is ridiculous. Alright, we're gonna plug it in and play some games. So, I really love the design of the NES Classic. They kept it pretty true to the original, except with the addition of the HDMI port, and they took out the cartridge slot because all 30 games are preloaded. So, you can't really take games out and put more in, but I think they made a pretty good selection. My only criticism is the controller cable is a little bit short, and you can either get a longer controller or use some HDMI and power extension cables to get around this. So, the second retro device we have here today is actually a really cool device, and this is actually not the full retail product. This is a beta development kit that I actually purchased. So keep in mind, this isn't the finished product. So open it up, and it's in this like little packet right here. And you see right there, it's the development kit. It's the Smartboy from Hyperkin. Now this is a handheld attachment for Android smartphones. It's a particularly cool handheld attachment though. Just pop it out, and you see the device itself and the USB cable, which will be for debugging and programming. And the device here is actually really cool. So what you do is, it stays like this, and then you press this button on the back, spring activated, pops out, you slide the phone in top, and then you kind of push it back together, and there you have it. That's the Smartboy. But there's a little USB connector down there, and when it connects to the phone, it actually sends serial data for both the controls, so you can play games with this, obviously. And then also, there's a slot for a Game Boy cartridge on the back, and it reads the data from the Game Boy cartridge and allows you to play it on your phone. So if we have a Game Boy cartridge, when they sent me the kit, the development kit, the app currently supports Game Boy Color games and Game Boy original games, but an update will soon be made to the app. By the time this video goes up on YouTube, it's possible this update has already been made. There will be a full update for Game Boy Advance support, so you'll be able to play stuff like this too. But basically, the game just slots in on the back, and boom, there you go. So, since the software is in beta, it's a little bit unstable, but it works really well most of the time. So all you do is you just load into the Smartboy serial app. Then once you're in there, press the back button, slide your phone in and make sure it lines up with the USB port. And then the controls have to take a little while to warm up. So once they are warmed up though, there's a special code you have to put in. So basically, just to accept the serial request, you just press the down, right, A. And there you see it says ready to receive data and the baud rate. That means you're good to go basically. So what you do is you just pop in your cartridge. And then it's starting to dump ROM there. And depending on the size of the game, it will take anywhere from like 3 to 45 seconds is what I've experienced so far. So we'll be back once that's done. So that was actually the longest ROM dump time I've ever experienced, 89 seconds. Still not bad, under 2 minutes. So once that's done, you simply hit My Old Boy Free, which just links to the recommended emulator. You tap on the smartboy.gb ROM file, and there you're up and running. And if I turn up this volume, you can hear the original sounds. And I haven't actually played this game on the phone yet. I'm not quite sure how the ROM saves work. So I was hoping that it would kind of take the save file from the game itself, but that doesn't really happen because when I play it on the Game Boy, it has my already done the save files. When I play it on the phone, it doesn't. But if you save on here, it does continue your game. So that's a bonus. But yeah, like definitely just a little bit of polishing like that. But the software is definitely there. The hardware is definitely there. The controls feel great, honestly. Not like, I would say more like the original Game Boy Brick than the Game Boy Color. But honestly, yeah, great controls. And yeah, I really like this product, and I think with a little bit of polishing, it could be something really great. Now, this model is only for Android. They're trying to get an iPhone version out, but that probably won't be till retail. And if you're wondering about whether you should get the development kit or wait for it to come out, honestly, if you don't really know your way around like Android tech and stuff, I would recommend waiting for the polished version to come out. But if you're fine with doing a little debugging and kind of waiting for the updates to come out on the GitHub for this, then I would say it's perfectly fine to get now. My one complaint is that there's no headphone jack pass-through, and for phones with a headphone jack on the bottom, you won't be able to access it. So you either have to use like wireless headphones or play with the sound through the speakers, or play with it off. But I mean, that's a pretty minor concern, honestly. And also, there's like some phones are very finicky with this device, and some phones work perfectly with it. So make sure you check the compatibility list on the GitHub. If your phone isn't listed, that means it hasn't been tested yet. So that doesn't mean it won't work 100%, but it means that there's like a chance it won't work. But other than that, really cool device.
Hey guys, it's Online Games here.
Alright, that was actually not me, but it was my little cousin. And today, we're going to be playing some, what do you want to play?
Mario.
Mario. We want to play Mario.